I'm running from the snack bar. My hands are filled with a large popcorn with extra butter, all my favorite candies, and a large Coke because they didn't have any Pepsi. It's pitch black, and I'm looking for my parents, peeking left, peeking right, squinting into the darkness, trying to find my family, until I see our Ford Explorer. I hop in the back of the rear parked SUV next to my sisters. I pass around the popcorn, I share the candy, then my dad shushes us. The music starts to play over the car radio. Then the movie is about to begin. The drive-in movie theaters is an all-time experience, and it shouldn't go away. The drive-in movie theaters were nostalgic growing up, and now that I'm a parent, I want my kids to experience the same thing and have those same memories of great times at the movie theaters. As we trek further, I will chronicle exactly what a drive-in theater is in all of its glory, and my personal evaluation from previous experiences, old and new. The first patented drive-in movie theater was created in 1933 in Camden, New Jersey. Its original intent was to comfortably fit people who couldn't fit into the standard chairs in a regular movie theater. Drive-in movies popularity peaked around the 1950s when people had nicer cars and could entertain the whole family. It allowed you to bring your babies, it allowed you to smoke, it allowed you to have the ultimate comfort in your viewing experience from the inside of your car. Uh, Drive-in movies, cost of land began to rise in the 80s and 90s and into the 2000s, which kind of helped facilitate some of those breaking down and closing. There's definitely not as much as there used to be. Uh, Drive-in movie theaters were starting to die off with only 305 locations still in operation. And then the pandemic hit. And all of a sudden, spacing and having your own car and having your own control of the area around you was the most important thing. No more IMAX theaters, no more big movie competition. You, your family, you pay your way in, you grab your food from the snack bar, or you bring in outside food, and you enjoy yourself a double feature. Drive-in theaters usually show a double feature. Early show that's kind of going with dawn as the light dims and the night comes. And then that second movie is geared towards a more adult audience. They're assuming if you did bring kids, they've already fell asleep. So that second movie theater is something for the grown-ups to enjoy. So it's a great experience. Uh, I myself, I have so many fond memories of the drive-in growing up. Um, I saw some of my favorite movies ever there: Boys in the Hood, Jurassic Park, Friday. Drive-in theaters have all the luxuries of indoor theaters, but also they offer private viewing from your own car for you and a possible date to get acquainted. So, one of the best options is bringing in outside food and drinks. I'm sure when you go to a regular movie theater, you're paying an arm and a leg for popcorn, soda. You're paying $6 for candy that's like $1 at the dollar store, and it feels criminal. But at the drive-in theater, I mean, you can bring Panda Express, you can bring some Jamba Juice, you can bring whatever's gonna taste good to you later. You can bring a couple of drinks. I myself pack a couple of drinks so I can enjoy the movie. If I may fall asleep in the second movie because of these drinks, that's also okay. Nothing wrong with having a good time. Uh, Drive-in theaters show double features, so you get the two movies for one, which saves you money and covers the whole evening. So you don't have to be creative by the end of the night. By the time the second movie is over, it's time to go home. It's time to get into bed. So it's a great night out. The drive-in is affordable for adults. It's affordable for kids. It's a great place for families to go and for everybody to fit. Due to the pandemic, we had to find a safe way to take the family out. So me and the wife took the kids out to the movies, and it was a success. They enjoyed it, they loved it, and it's been great. So I've explained the history and the origin of the drive-in theater, as well as my own experience and the memories with this form of entertainment. The drive-in experience for me and my family is just as good as today as I remembered it to be when I was a young kid growing up. Even the vaccine recently being administered to the masses, the pandemic is far from over. But that does not have to stop us from having a good time. Even though movie theaters are still closed, The drive-in movie theater is still and will always be open for business.